Hello, everybody. I'm so excited that you're here. As you hop on to the call, just chat in. If you're on an iPad or an iPhone, some sort of device, you won't be able to chat in. However, if you're not, you'll be able to chat in and ask questions and chat with me. So go ahead and do that and tell us where you're from. Hi, Elaine. I'm so glad that you're here. Also, I want to let you know if you hear some little yipes in the background, faint, it's my dog. I had to put her in the kennel um, while we have our call because otherwise she runs around under my feet and causes me all kinds of distress. So I just put her away, put her in the kennel, and figured she'd be fine in there until we were done here. Okay, so um, I'm so excited that you're joining me live. This is the March 2016 Stamp Lovers Club live make and take. And this month, I really wanted to stick with kind of some similar color schemes with both projects. And I also wanted to feature a couple of stamp sets that I haven't featured yet and talk about them just a little bit. This card we are making today, and this is for everybody in the Stamp Lovers Club. So everybody who's part of my club will receive this make and take completely free in their mailbox when they place their order this month. And this is the second make and take, and you get both of these when you place a $35 order or more. So the requirement for Stamp Lovers Club, for those of you who are joining and are not part of the club, or maybe you have just forgotten if you are part of the club, it's a 10-month commitment. And for 10 months, you purchase a minimum of $15 a month in Stampin' Up! Product. So it's a pretty low minimum, and I designed it that way so that anybody could participate, even those that are on a budget. And so every month you get a free live event with me, plus make and take for free in your mailbox. And in addition to that, I do PDF tutorials for my club members, and those can be found on our exclusive club membership site. And then we also have an exclusive Facebook group. So we're going to do a giveaway also today. Hi, Juliet. And our giveaway is for club members only. But since today happens to be my birthday, I am going to do two giveaways. One just for my club members, and then a second one for anybody who's on the call. So I just thought that would be fun. Okay, so we're going to get started, and we're going to make this card first. It's super simple stamping, and I did that kind of on purpose this month because sometimes I think it's easy to get caught up in doing all the difficult stuff or different techniques, and people sometimes forget how simple it can be. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Linda. So I think sometimes people forget how simple it can be to just make a fun, pretty card to give to somebody. So this sentiment says there's always time for tea. And this card is small. It's smaller than a normal size card because I thought it would be cute to put a little tea packet inside here and then make an envelope for this card. And there's a great website for making envelopes, and I cannot remember the name of it off the top of my head. So I'll have to find that information, and I will link it in the description of the video when I do. Okay, so this is the stamp set. It's called A Nice Cuppa. It's from the 2016 Stampin' Up! Occasions catalog, and I just really love this stamp set. I've used it quite a bit, and it has some really fun sentiments and just some beautiful images. So that's what we're using. And this is how my kits come. They come packaged in a clear cello bag. And so we're just going to pull everything out of here and get started. Every kit will have a little embellishment. So this one is a little tiny spoon. I don't know if you can see that very well. And then like this kit had a little teapot, and some of the kits will have little lemon wedges. So the reason for that is there are these 3 different charms in the embellishment pack that comes with and so obviously for cost purposes I could not give everybody the same embellishment. So your kit will have one of the 3 embellishments, but they all work for a sentiment like you're having. Okay, so this cardstock is Wisteria Wonder, and it's cut at 3 3¼ inches by 9 inches, and then it's scored at 4½. So it ends up making a 4½ by 3¼ inch card. All right, and then we have our stamping business to get to. So I'm using a paper piercing mat to lay my cardstock on to stamp because this stamp has a pretty solid image. There's lots of solid space, and so in order to get really nice clean coverage, I need to use the piercing mat. And we're going to use Melon Mambo ink, and this is a really nice color combination, the Wisteria Wonder white and Melon Mambo ink. Just really pretty color combination, real springy and fresh feeling. So I'm just going to stamp this down. Now, one of the things that you might notice when I pull this up is that it's got some spots here that didn't cover. So I can look on my stamp and see that this spot didn't cover for whatever reason. So the cool thing about photopolymer stamps, whoops, if I don't drop it, is that I can line it back up right over the top. Now this is really hard to do without putting my head into the window. So there's a small possibility I'm going to botch this up, but we're going to try. Okay, that got it a little bit better, but it's still a mess. So what I'm going to do is turn it over. You always get 2 chances. I'm going to ink up again. I can see now that this has nice coverage on it, so I'm not worried about that part. Now I just need to get my stamp lined up and push it down. And there we go. So now we have a nice perfect image stamped. Now, if you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got some what I call modeling. I don't know what the real term is for it, but it's like it's dark in spots and light in spots. That will even out. Dye ink just does that sometimes. And then it kind of settles into the cardstock and it evens out and it becomes really pretty like this one. So I don't know if you can see that, but that's the scoop. And I want to mention that it is okay that this is stained. A high quality photopolymer stamp will stain, and there's nothing wrong with that. It does not hurt your stamp at all. It doesn't cause your inks to mix. It just does not affect the stamp at all. I hear a lot of people complain about photopolymer stamps staining, and my thing is if they caused a problem with the stamping, then I could see being upset with it. But for me personally, it doesn't cause any problems with your stamping. It does not ruin the stamp. And so there's, to me, no reason why we can't just not worry about the stain, right? So, all right, back to our card. Super simple card. Like I said, we have our oopsie side over here, and that's where we're going to add our adhesive. You could pop this piece up if you wanted to and use a Stampin' Dimensional. I just prefer it to be flat to the card. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my bone folder here to give an extra crease. All right, and then we're going to make our little bow. So the best way to make a little bow, there's a couple options. You could use a fork. Yes, I said a fork, to create a cute little bow. And of course, my fork is not sitting next to me now, so there's that issue. Um, and then I also have thing that is a guide for doing a bow. Now, if you've never seen this before, this is something that was created a long time ago by a demonstrator or somebody. I don't really know who. And it's just a cheater for making a bow. I have a video on how to make one of these and how to use them. And so you can look that up. It's called Bow Cheater, the Bow Cheater Guide or Cheater Bow Guide, something like that. And then you have a bow. There you go. So the other way you could make your bow is you can just simply tie one like this. And then that allows you to make it smaller. When you use a bow cheater guide, you can't make it smaller. It doesn't, the way you tie it doesn't allow you to do that. So we're going to go with the one I made because I wanted it to be smaller. And then you have a couple options. You can take a little piece of twine or thread, whatever you want, and tie it through the little hole here and then tie it to the bow and then glue the bow down. Or you can go another cheater method. Put a glue dot on the back of your bow, add your embellishment to the back of the bow, and then add another glue dot to the back of the embellishment. And then simply place it down. And you're done. So there's the cute card. This is the make and take that everybody will get in my Stamp Lovers Club. So in the beginning of the video, I explained, or our live event here, I explained what Stamp Lovers Club is. Basically, if you're interested in being on the Stamp Lovers Club, you would just go to my website at loveandstampin.com. There's a link that says Stamp Lovers Club. You click on that and click on club details, and it's going to give you all the info. But long story short is you purchase from me every month a minimum of $15 in product, and you get a free make and take every month along with a PDF tutorial that has all the measurements and information for you. Okay, so we're going to move on to the second card, and that's this one, and it says, wishing you all the beautiful blessings of Easter. So this is a regular size card. This is the make and take this is a second make and take that my club members will receive that place an order over $35. So the club requirement is $15. And so as a gift for those that place more than that on their order, will get this make and take also. Okay, so here's our piece of Whisper White cardstock, and it is cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and then folded in half to make an A2 size card. I'm using my We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper. Stampin' Up! Does not sell an industrial strength corner chomper, so I have one from another company. And I just rounded the corners on two opposite edges of the card. Okay. Then I have a piece of Wisteria Wonder that is left over from this piece. Okay. Because I had to cut a whole bunch of those, and so I had these left over, and so it worked out perfect to use this on another card. So we kind of had this matching color theme happening. So I'm just going to layer it down. And one of the great things about making simple cards, I call them quick and cute cards. Uh-oh, video is breaking up. Is anybody else's video breaking up? Or is it just happening for Rosemary? I hope that it's not happening for anybody else. Everything on my end looks fine. My internet is fine and stuff like that, so I'm not sure. If you have a slower speed internet, it can cause the video to break up. Or if you're on a device, sometimes it can do that if you're on wireless. So I hope no one else is having this problem. Okay, it was, but now it seems fine. All right, well, okay, good. Sorry, you guys. That's the pits with technology. Okay, so now I have, if there's anything you need me to repeat, just tell me. Okay, so this is a piece of Have a Cuppa Designer Series paper stack, and it's got the little cute hearts on it. It's cut at 1/2 inch by 5.5, and I am just going to line it up and layer it down. Then I have a piece of Melon Mambo cardstock, and I'm going to corner chomp the opposite edges, and this is cut at 2 3/4 by 3 inches. I'm going to use my embossing buddy over the top of the cardstock, and then I'm going to use my Versamark ink. I'm really sorry that the video quality is not good, guys. I don't know. It could be my internet. It could be YouTube. I mean, it could be a lot of different things. I'm kind of bummed that it's not better. And then we're going to use this sentiment, and this is from the Sweet Saying stamp set, and I'm just stamping it in Versamark ink, which is a sticky ink for heat embossing. And then we are going to add our white embossing powder here. And then we will heat set this. I'm not going to do it right now because it's loud and noisy and you probably don't want to sit and listen to that. So we would heat emboss this, and I'll do that after our live feed. And then I'm going to put 2 little candy dots in the corners here. So that's it. And then I put it on dimensionals and I put it on the front of the card. So it ends up looking like this. I hope I'm not still buffering. Okay, so these are the 2 finished projects. And I want to do a giveaway. So if you can still hear me and you're on my Stamp Lovers Club, oh, it's your Wi-Fi connection? Well, but other people are complaining of it happening too, so I don't know. If it's your Wi-Fi or... Okay, so the winner of my Stamp Lovers Club this month is Jackie, and I don't want to say her last name on video, but Jackie is the winner, so I will be getting her gift in the mail to her, and I'll show you what her gift is. So she's gonna get all these awesome goodies. I have some baker's twine that's retired, some cool buttons, little stamp set, a microfiber cloth, one of my new favorite things, some other random little goodies, and some designer series paper. So she's going to get all that stuff for this month. That's the giveaway winner. And then I have a separate one, and I'm going to do a fun thing. If you are on here and you want to enter to win this giveaway, please message in and tell me how many pairs of scissors I have sitting on my desk right now. And the person closest to the correct number will win these prizes. So these are 1 inch by 8 inch bags that you can fill with candy and stuff. There's 10 of them in this package, and they would be great for Easter. I'm sorry, there's 50 of them in this package, sorry. So these would be a great Easter goodie. You can fill them with candies and put stuff on them. This is a big pack of designer series paper, and this is another one of those microfiber cloths. cloths. I just love these cloths. So this is what I'm giving away today to anybody, not just someone who's in my club. So message in and tell me how many pairs of scissors you think I have sitting on my desk. And if you are correct or the closest without going over that number, then I will send you this goodie. And while we're doing that, while we're waiting, if anybody has any questions or comments or anything that they want to chat about that's related to stamping, I would love to answer any questions or chat. So you can message in information like that too, or questions, I should say, not information. Okay, I'm going to give it just another few seconds here for anybody who's on to chat in their number, and then I'm going to go ahead and pick a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Get my water out of the way. I'm trying to clean my stamp sets. I need a number for how many pairs of scissors you think are sitting on my desk, Linda. That's what the numbers are for. How many pairs of scissors do you think are sitting on my desk? It's a microfiber cloth from Amazon. I cannot remember the brand name of it. Zwipe, I think, ZWIPE. They're awesome. I love them. And they come in a giant pack. They're wonderful. So I'm just getting my stamp sets cleaned off and put away here. Okay, so I think everybody who wanted to guess guessed, and the number is 4. I have 4 pairs of scissors sitting on my desk right now, and it looks like Elaine Newman was the one that guessed the number 4. I'll show them to you just so you believe me. I have these ones, my craft and rubber scissors, my what are these? Craft scissors, but they're for ribbon. And then I have these old antique scissors that are always sitting on my desk because they're in this little antique thing. So 4 pairs. And that's it. Congrats, Elaine. So Elaine wins this little pack of goodies. So yay, Elaine. Congrats. Okay, if anyone has any questions or comments that they would like to chat about, now's the time. While I clean my stamps and put them away here. Thanks, Rosemary. That's so nice of you to say. So, Linda, that's probably because you are not using an embossing buddy, possibly, on your cardstock prior to embossing. So this is an embossing buddy, and it's full of a powder. It's like talcum powder. And you should rub it across your cardstock prior to stamping or pouring any embossing powder on. Do you do that? The other possibility could be your cardstock. If you have a inexpensive cardstock that you're using, sometimes it will have stuff in it that causes the embossing powder to stick to it. So that can be a possibility as well. Even when you use the embossing buddy. So are you using a high quality cardstock? The other thing that can cause embossing powder to stick to cardstock is the oils from your hands. So if you have lotion on your hands, or if you tend to have a lot of oil or sweat on your hands and you're touching the cardstock and then pouring embossing powder on, it can cause it to stick. So maybe wash your hands really good before you craft to get any excess lotions or oils off your hands, so that you're not creating any sticky areas on the cardstock. And then the other thing you can do is, if you're getting them in weird spots, you can just take a little paintbrush and kind of just flick it off of the, that's so funny, Wendy P. I just said that. So you can also take a little brush and just brush off the cardstock where, or the, yeah, brush off the cardstock where the embossing powder is, that you, if you don't want it there. Definitely, if you have extra oil or lotion on your hands, or even because there's some soaps that have moisturizers inside the soap, and so that can cause extra oil from your hands to get onto your cardstock, and that can cause problems. You are most welcome. Hi, Carmela from Fresno, California. You know, you don't live too far from me. I'm up north. Okay, if nobody has any other questions, I am going to go ahead and close this session. And oh, try using a paintbrush and brush around. Yeah, that's another idea too. All right, I am going to let you guys go. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your Wednesday, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're watching at a later time, please make sure that you click subscribe on my YouTube channel if you're not a subscriber already. Hi from France, that's exciting. And give me a thumbs up on this video and like this video. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.